is Josh Lane.
Hi, I'm Kevin Tharp.
And today I wanted us to talk a little bit about wearables and the wearable technology market for this Tech Tuesday. As you can see, Kevin's wearing his Google Glass that he purchased how many years ago? No?
Gosh, it's been 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So Google Glass has been around. Well, it's not really around anymore, right?
No, they've stopped production.
Okay. So it's not around anymore, so you can't buy it. But it's definitely something to talk about. So what got me onto this topic of wearables and just wearable technology in general is about a month ago, Snapchat released information about their next piece of actual tangible technology. So you might have seen it, you might not have seen it. I'll throw a picture of it up for you to see it. It's just a pair of sunglasses, basically, that as you walk around, you can capture Snapchats for your story or anything like that, and capture those directly with those sunglasses instead of going to the Snapchat app and clicking the button yourself. So I thought that was interesting, and I knew Kevin had the Google Glass, and I just wanted you to give a little bit of information on your experiences with wearable technology, because I know you've had it now for 4 or 5 years.
Okay, quick question. With the Snapchat, obviously the camera is part of the glasses, right?
Yep, it's on the side.
Okay, and is that then paired with the phone, or is the application in the glasses, or do you know?
I think you would have to pair it with the app.
Okay.
I couldn't see it working any other way.
Okay, so the way that Google Glass works is it's sort of kind of the same way, but sort of different. First off, I've got my Google Glass paired with my phone. It's the best way to use the Google Glass, or it was the best way to use the Google Glass. So you have an app on the Google Glass called My Glass, and you can see right now I'm actually screencasting what I can see on my glasses, because one of the problems that I've had with my glasses is out in the fog or something. I wore these in the jungle in Belize. Somewhere along the line, there's a coating on the end of this prism system, and I'm going to take those off. And what that did is there was a coating that would allow it to reflect back in. And what that did is it made it so that it appeared that whatever image was in the Google Glass was sort of hovering not in front of your eye, but up out of your eye, so that it wasn't directly in your line of vision. But that coating came off, and because Google had been Google Glass had been made obsolete, they wouldn't replace that. Getting back to where I was, you would pair your glasses with your phone, and that allowed you to do a number of things. You had to have a Gmail account in order to have Google Glass, and you had to purchase them with like Google Wallet is what it was. You had to have a Google Wallet account, so that was the only way that you could purchase them. They're actually pretty cool, but society wasn't ready for them. I think that's the main thing that happened to Google Glasses. Society wasn't ready for them, because it was extremely obvious when you went into wherever you went into that you were wearing them, and people didn't know if you were recording. They didn't know the capability, so people really freaked out about it. And there were places like bars that banned it, and for instance, whenever I was wearing mine, one of the places that I would not wear them, I would take them off as soon as I was getting ready to go into the bathroom, because I mean, you know, and so it's like, if you're walking around in places where there's an assumption of some kind of privacy, there's no way of knowing, unless the wearer was polite enough to take it off, if that was turned off. Now, people who were familiar with glass could look and see if the glass were actually active, because looking through the front of this, you could see a light, especially at night, because that image is actually going out and in at the same time. But I think the main thing was society wasn't ready for it. There were, like if you look into that prism, you can see whatever the image is. See that? but society wasn't ready for them, but also they weren't really ready for prime time. Like, this thing's been recording for just the short time that we've been here. It's been running for 5 minutes and 23 seconds. This battery is starting to get hot. What I've experienced, it's pretty cool in here today, but I've sort of figured out that about 7 minutes was as much as it could take before it overheated. I just turned it off so that it would turn off.
I'm gonna throw some of his footage from his point of view into this video so you can see the quality kind of and just kind of field of view that you get with the glass.
And the coolest thing that I ever did was I wore it down to Belize, and I wore it through the jungle, and the coolest thing was we went zip lining. And so I had the glasses on and under the helmet, and so you got my perspective of going over the canopy through the jungle on the zip line. That was the coolest thing that I ever caught with it. But it turned out that it was really sort of a novelty. And like I said, the battery life is short. It gets really hot. So this section here, turn it around, was dedicated to battery, and it just didn't have enough light, and it got hot here. And what they would do is it would shut down if it got too hot. Okay. And so there were practical limitations, but also it didn't have battery enough to last for half day or a day. So you were constantly having to take it off, recharge it. And so that, I think, as much as anything, was the reason that I didn't appropriate it to normal everyday use, because you were always having to be plugged in or tethered, and so it just didn't work out.
I just wanted to add that an article released yesterday online from Investopedia, they said that the wearable market is going to increase more than double from like $23 billion to about $73 billion from 2016 to 2021. So the market is looking up. They just need to figure out a way to get it into everyone's hands. You know, same as the VR stuff. That's going to go, it's only going up. The outlook is upwards. They just need to find a way to get it into everyone's hands, like our smartphones. And then they'll be great after that. It'll be very interesting to see where it goes.
We'll talk about it again someday when it's happening.
Yep, so check us out. Check out our blog posts on the official Digital Marketing Technology blog, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook page at UW-Stout Digital Marketing Technology Program. So see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.